It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati.
Tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Miles Sanders' first carry of the game. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
On second and 12, Hurts got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
11 mighty.
On second and a yard.
Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards.
Mixon trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Here we go.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold?
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Burrow,
his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
12 more yards there and another first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
23 yards, the final tally.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The Bengals at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. That's
and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
60
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TD.
McPherson on for the point after.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A gain there of 21 yards. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. 11. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
Here we go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 2nd and 10.
Burrow, quick slant caught by Chase.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
To the air again, Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
11 empty.
Now Burrow.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown to this first half, a second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Bengals.
Donovan Peoples-Jones,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They'll throw now on the final play. Over the middle to Smith. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles, and I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 61 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Ja'Marr Chase
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing is Hurts.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
75 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Hurts.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles get a bit closer.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
1-1, ready?
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. It's always been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate in that one. Not got another turnover on his ledger.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Philly. 62 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Oh, the sneak. It's Hurts. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak. No place to go.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now this likely a must-have. Third and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now fourth and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Here we go. 11.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy,
Here we go.
but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that take